my, I was muted. Thanks, Narba. I'll voice over that. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. You're an asshole. The truth in mind, Rialton, my curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole Eorzea given a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to challenge the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. I don't even know what we're talking about. You fool! And now she has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. And naught have remained to mark his passing. While the Asians are nothing if not elusive, it is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire? What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Yay! And I'm alone. Anyway, as I was saying before, when I was muted, I got in a party through the novice channel because apparently the party finder wasn't working properly. So yeah, so very nice people took me and another tank into the naval and we killed the Titan. And you were able to see us killing the Titan, just not hear us killing the Titan, which is perfectly fine with me. And of course, battle music upon exit. You take 57 damage. You take 57 damage. And I will run. Very fast. Couldn't she just have, like, teleported me somewhere safer? That would have been so much nicer. So much nicer. How many players is Smash 4, by the way? You mean like the title? You mean like the title, Smash 4 is 4 players, Smash... Well, Narba, if one of you hosts, I can join you, but Fizzle will have to feed me first. But I only have 700 gigabytes. I don't want to keep everything installed. That's the issue. Hello, Ishtola. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Maybe, maybe not. Is it gonna be more food, Ishtola? The word will already have reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Magnanimous. Once again, I must commend you on job well done. We shall speak again soon. Yay, steak potatoes! Steak potatoes are tasty! Actually, where's our recall set to? Recall set to where I need to go. Why would I spend money? I like steak potatoes. I like food. I have mints and bananas in the meantime. Mint. I will still be streaming for like a few hours, Narb, so... The earliest we're talking about is like in 2 hours. I want to get good playing time into Final Fantasy while I still can too. Yeah! Order us some pizza. Bring it from Poland. That would be nice. Like, don't order English pizza, that's cheating. Order Polish pizza and make it fly over. Ooh. Alright, that's Lavis. What level are we? Nearly 35. When we do the 35, we can have our new warrior quest. To have it delivered from Poland to here? Probably. But how will we buy a plane ticket with PayPal? There was trumpets! Thank you for coming, Magnanimous. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan, truly when I think of your achievements I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send regards to the Science of the Seventh Down. Magnanimous, this is Minfilia the Useless. Yustola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Ishtila emerged from Agamoro unscathed. White Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to the hero's welcome. I'll be awaiting your return to the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Will it be about food again? What is there to discuss, actually? Are you gonna be like, there's another primal? Of course you're gonna be like, there's another primal. There's always another primal. Flap, flap, flap. Flap, flap, flap. I cannot wait until we interact with Minfilia less. That will be much more fun. I know that some people are like, ooh, she's so pretty. But she really gets on my nerves. Like, you look at her and you just know how useless she is. Ooh. Okay, that's another dungeon. Oh no! Actually, this is pretty grim. It's just that kinda knew that this was coming. All of them are very dead. In case somebody failed to notice. Literally all. You get to be very sad if you actually got personally involved with any of them and actually chatted with them. There's a very real chance that you could have absolutely skipped all of that. So for you, it's just like corpses. Oh, that's the one I was actually sad about because she always looked so sad. This one is glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoix, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
How are they supposed to get me when I'm not here? Oh.
Confound it. Stay out out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Aww. That's not right. I also like how Minfilia also has the echo, but apparently, whenever there's trouble, the first thought is, I surrender.
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Have you done anything? Anything at all, Minfilia? Have you tried even throwing a punch? Please.
Perhaps. Enough. We must away.
We must away is a
Though we
wonderful
have not
sentence
found our
structure.
quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough.
Well, we lost
We
like
leave.
50 to 1, and that one was killed by the actual enemy. But hey, it's a 1! Now if only I wasn't the only person that could fight. You would think, in a company based on fighting, they would have taken out at least a few. Walking one. Minfilia asked this one too. In case walking one returned, this one was to say, a church in eastern Thanalan, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one Minfilia from imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Out of all of that, it's like, it's the self that you feel really sorry for because they're so innocent. They didn't know what to do and they can't do much. That's why they have Ramuh to begin with. Would have been funny though if she could have just been like, I summoned Ramuh, poof. At least you would have had an electrified bearded man in the middle of that room. He does have a pretty pony though. But I'm still sad about the dead self behind me. Everyone else of value did not die. I mean, I know that all of the people over there had like families and stuff, but I never interacted with most of them, and apparently they couldn't have defended themselves even against one human being, which begs the question of why were they there? Armorers, maybe. Merchants. Which makes that slaughter really pointless. And happy music. Yay! It really ruins the atmosphere, doesn't it? Everyone died! Here, let me summon my fat chocobo with a funny sound. Hello! Is something troubling you, my child? You have the look of one who has endured a great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses are dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We're all friends of the science. How could this have happened? And you're certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? I saw it in my own hallucination with my own mind. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well, do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquise, would you come here for a moment? It's really kind of funny. Minfilia's talent is being a damsel in distress so many times that she gets business-like connections through other people saving her. Like, oh, you saved me! We're good friends now! Yes, father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquise. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquise is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquise, I want you to look after Magnanimous. Do you understand? Yes, father. Kinda important to point out that I accidentally did a full extra dungeon and I'm still behind on XP. Level 35. At least now we have this very helpful little thing, which means that you do not need to remember what the quests are. I need to go up by 10,000 XP. We do not know where Quartus is. Well, I do. But we in this game don't. So we want is to see the Black Shroud. That's the way to Thanalan. There we go, that's the way to Corythus. And we want to teleport there and we want to enter Corythus. And kill like 4 wolves. Don't really want to do that, but it's pointless wasting side quests when I still have the hunting log. Level 60, rather level 50 plus, I will no longer have it because that's not a thing in the expansions. But we'll be doing quite a lot of quests before the expansion that give XP, so we'll be at least 2 levels ahead when we enter it. Which will help, but technically we probably will still fall behind. Hey! I mapped Corythus! That's the great thing about base game map currently, just like entering it, just give me 10,000 XP. I actually needed 20,000, but never mind. And one list are you? On the long list, I don't feel like doing that. I might have to eventually, but eventually is not this very current moment. Don't tell me that. Stop farming my hunting log. It's my hunting log. Go away. Yeah, you go towards that only other wolf in the area. I seriously think that there should be more somewhere. Maybe they're invisible. Nope, will be 3. I believe in you, wolf! Come to me now. All you gotta do is believe! Okay, that person went the opposite direction to me, which is useful. I really want to do extra damage sometimes. Hooray! Actually, let's go to Castella Sol and pick up the next questy boo. Yeah, next class quest. Because those are always good to do. Yeah. Is it not that? Is it something else? Is it Desol? Yeah, it is. Is there a difference? Yes, Ghost the Sun it is. Either way, I mentioned Coast and Sun, so I think I got it correct enough. Right. Hello, Waterman Man! Ooh! I don't remember using that one that much, honestly. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you're not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be a bit much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hadn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor, and it's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. You tell me about those bloody things that make you run around. Miss, I collect all the food produce. I'm on the hunt for some mysterious feral beast that has been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything they've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I had spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles. I'm so sorry to say I have made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may have interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of 7 hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incarnations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Balathia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it the power. Whoops! If only my brother were here, we could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon the true warrior. Well, perhaps you still shall. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. I know, I travel around it in seconds. I just pay an etherite. Such is the will of this spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine, but I have rambled long enough. You're here to take the next step in your training, and so shall I oblige. And the southern reaches of Thanalan is the Sagoli Desert, a god-forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that Leviathan of Dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing the mammoth creature, you will soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill suited to the task of feeling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. The huge tribe that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Shall you want for guidance? I wager they could set you in the right direction. Thank you! What you really want to say is go and kill a worm. I got that part. With the warrior side quest, actually in Heavensward, I was so disengaged in it that I have literally no idea what it was actually about. I remember moments from the Realm Reborn story, which is what we're doing right now. Stormblood was pretty funny once, so of course I remember that part. The Leviathan of the Dunes saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Biggerot's Stride. The small ones dropped their wares, turned tail, and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. Hello? Anybody home? Ah, I've seen the beast. Stands 3 arms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in the gaping maw ever since. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks, then run about making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. But I want a new ability, person! Nobody will share me the knowledge of abilities unless I kill sandworms. This is how it works. Right? Do 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 do. Yay for tail feathers! Swish, swash, swish, swash. You know, holiday days are kind of funny because I'm like, what did I do today? Alright, I ate and slept. Yay! Hello! No, you did actually hit me. Whatever shall I do? This is not very hard. I might as well pop a potion. I like my health. It's a good thing that I moved because I expected it to die, but it didn't. The Warriors of Ages witness my bravery. Nice to know. Okay, that way. Take me that way, my winged beast. Oh, shut up. There we go, they stopped following. Good bird. Ah, Magnanimous! Your crystal grows even stronger. I'm feeling the raging sandstorm. The beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of ancient texts. Yay! I've learned the inner beast. Okay, it's like half a heal when I'm being a tank. I know that I have these abilities on my other warrior, I just don't remember what I used to use them for. None of that sounds stupid, but still. This is a can. And it just leaked. Oh well. Do 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 do. I did the Coastal Assault thing and I completely forgot about the horrible murder of our people. Oh, pizza's here! Grats, Naba. Fizzle's off to start cooking now. Ah, just my luck. I scavenged this here oven thinking I could use it to make myself hot meals. But it looks to be in a bad way. Lots of dents, a few holes even. Hey, you're pretty well traveled, ain't ya? Ever seen one of these before, or better yet, know how to fix it? No? Bah! Well, I know who we ought to ask. Mind showing this oven to Marquise for me? He repaired a clockwork toy I found once, so maybe he can do something with it. Marquise, here's an oven. I don't know what it has to do with my dead friends, but I'm showing you an oven either way. Is there something I can do for you? Well, you can look at the oven. This is an alchemist alembic. You say the boy wishes to use it for cooking? I suppose it could be possible, were I to make some modifications, but I would need a bronze ornamental hammer to do so. Can you bring me one, Magnanimous? You need only go as far as Camp Drybone to find a merchant who sells tools. Excuse me, Magnanimous, do you have a moment? It concerns the broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Ul'dah in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. If you're willing to do this, please note that as they're uncommon tools, you may need to visit the Goldsmiths Guild and browse the markets in order to find them. Ooh, it's red! Oh, okay. It's red because I now have the hammer cookie. So hammer cookie first, then we go to Ul'dah and we bring him even more stuff. And then we're like, stuff! This makes me forget all about my dead friends. Here's your hammer. Wait, where am I going? Oh, you suggested that there might be for sale in here, so I suppose I can check out the wares. Hello, do you have a hammer? What are we looking for? Ornamental hammer. You do not, but then again you're a food place. swear they had another shop somewhere in here. Yeah, I mean, what the hell is that? Do you actually sell anything? No? So what you're saying is that you do not have any ornamental hammers. Gotcha. There's a mender. Menders sometimes sell things. Ah! Merchant and mender. Purchase tools. Aha! There we go! We found it! Yay for us. Now let's go and find him the rest of his stuff. Because we nice and we like buying people stuff. Don't we, baby? Wonder if you're even on camera.
It probably is. Maybe I'll
Aww. Purring doesn't come through this microphone very well. My cute cat is cute. We have the samurai. Ooh. Don't really feel like leveling up our grand company though, so never mind. Everything that I actually need to have unlocked, I have unlocked on my other character. So currently there isn't much incentive to do it twice. Just want to see the story, man. Nothing but the story. I can hear tiny meow meows. It's really cute. So many things I can be! A beaver, a miner, a red mage. Hello. A bull point chisel? Why yes, we happen to have a surplus of that particular tool. By all means, take one if you so desire. An odd request, if you don't mind me saying. It has very limited number of applications. Well, thank you for giving it for free. Had to pay 500 gil for my other thing. Because stingy bastard was like, can you buy me one? Well, sure, but weren't you supposed to give me money? Or do you have none? Maybe he's broke. He's probably broke, having in mind that he has no memory. Monks are probably like, we'll take care of your cash for you. We have better uses for money. What do you even unlock? No clue! Probably a dungeon. Welcome! Welcome! What might discerning? My word! Did you say needle nose pincers? You must be a skilled craftsman indeed. Please take this pair as a gift. By the by, do you have a representation here in the exchange? If not, I would be most interested in discussing a partnership. Think he will give you the quest if you're a craftsman or something. I think that's what it is. I brain a lot, but I can't be bothered braining. Okay, now to give him a whole bunch of tools. Hey guy! Personal deliveries here. And I'm a whole level 35 and I'm not afraid to show it. I can convert the alembic into a makeshift oven, but only once you have brought me that hammer. Thank you, Magnanimous. It shan't take more than a day, I believe. It's strange. I know I must have learned these skills long ago, but I haven't the foggiest when and where that was. Looks like a full body thing, though. Ow. Ow. My cat's just sitting there meowing at my husband. It's very cute. Yeah, I thought so. It is a full body thing. Never mind that. Don't really want to be wearing a full body thing. Have you brought the tools I requested? Yeah. Our height difference. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands. My hands. They moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There were no doubt or uncertainty. I know exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless of times before. Everybody should have a personal head scratcher on their stream. Pardon me, Magnanimous. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elund. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it is best that it was returned to him. My cat's being so cute. He wants to play fetch. Good day to you, madam. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Yes, I have. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You said that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that in cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mercury says that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drypone. But mayhap, more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I know he had talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Oh, I thought that was on a corpse for a second. That would be weird. Excuse me, Magnanimous. You don't know me, but I've observed you assisting the priests with their work. I too would like to offer what succor I might. Offering succor! Since tending the lich yard in this heat can quickly sap one's energies, perhaps a restorative drink made to combat the fatigue would be ideal. Of course, Aqua de Sol. That would surely do the trick. To make it, I would need a freshly cut Brazo de Sol. I've not the skill at arms to slay a wild saboteur de Sol, but you do, so you only go as far as the spring east of Camp Drybone. The beasts are often sighted in the vicinity. If you brought me one of their arms, I could make enough Aqua de Sol for everyone. That's a bit gruesome. Let's go slaughter a living cactus. I like that I have this chocobo. It's not like the regular chocobo, that's a much bigger one, but I feel like my butt needs it. Like, if you're a Lalafell, you could be like, yeah, I'm gonna ride the regular chocobo, but if you're someone as massive as me, what would a regular chocobo do? Yay, destination for cacti slaying. Aw, pitter patter of tiny feet. That makes me feel even more guilty. They are a tiny cookie, but I mean, we have an axe. Couldn't we just like cut its arm off and then run away? Like, do we actually have to kill them? 'Cause that's, you know, a bit mean. Oh. Poor guy. We also took exactly 1 needle off him. Even though I'm pretty sure he had like 40 needles on his body. What is it? Come here. Oi! You can't purr and try to run away at the same time. This is not how it works. Baby boy really wants to play. Thank you. Cats! They're also really hairy. So now I have even more cat hairs on me than before. Washing hands in my household is really difficult because every towel will be covered in cat hair. And you will also have some in just floating in the air. So what you do is you stand there doing this in order to dry them off, because otherwise cat hairs might stick to it. Now there's a cat hair in my mouth. Have you considered my request, Magnanimous? Yes, I did. Here's your cactus arms. I never imagined that you would return so quickly. Thank you so much. It is an incredibly simple beverage to prepare. If you will wait but 1 moment. There! That should serve a sample of... Wait, don't drink it! I mean, I was hoping that you might give the first glass to Marquise on my behalf. Of course I intend to provide everyone with the glass eventually, but it's just that Marquise is so... Well, surely you've noticed what a handsome man he is. Oh, so you're hitting on him now. Oh, my husband's feeding the cats. Actually, let me see my camera. Can I? Yeah, I can just about show the cats. See, they're cute. Okay, camera back to me. Camera cats, camera me. Hello, Marquise. Oh, Magnanimous, what is it? For me? I thank you. Was it perhaps the girl who... No, it couldn't have been her. I appreciate Ilkum's kind gesture, but Father Iliud is in far greater need of this juice. His work places a great strain on his body and soul. yet he continues to neglect his health. Is it me or did the... Was there like light behind those windows and then they went dark? Because I think that's what happened. Oh, okay. Thank you, big thing that I can press on. Now I'm never lost as to where my next story quest is. I recognize you now, Magnanimous. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. I just find that really, really gruesome. Like, hey, your friends died. Wanna bring their corpses over? Might be an idea, you know. Actually, is my camera facing okay? Yes, it is. Good. Can never be too certain of that. Actually, while we're tabbing around, why don't I copy this? Earth's sick. It's such a bullshit mechanic. Yeah, I should ask Kit eventually. What I wanted to do though is do this. Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, I was playing Surviving Mars. I haven't got to the point where anyone is Earth sick, but that like messes with people's sanity. I was trying to get like the right balance between words. Between the domes, because I have 2 domes. And you have to have workers, you have to have comfort for workers, and you have to have workplaces all in one dome. Or else they don't reproduce, and that is bad. Yeah, it's a fun game if you ask me. I know that a lot of people have been complaining, but it's kind of awesome. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we got a pile of undefined bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. That was the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. Goddamned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I'm sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road, there's a carriage corn to hold the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. It's only eight left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, might as well leave the remainder to you. Hey! Yoni dude. I might have seen you before somewhere, might have not. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folk are starting to turn. To turn! You probably meant to turn rancid. Oh, that's okay. Well, it's not. Corpses in general are not okay. Where did I just stuff that corpse? It fit in my pocket, I suppose. Another pocket corpse. Actually, if I remember, yeah. How you are able to fit the scion of 7th Dawn corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Great awareness there, game. It doesn't impede my movement either. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. And like they'll complain if you're rough. I remember gathering corpses somewhere else, but I no longer remember where. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Hop. I'm good at this jumping thing. Hop. Remaining corpses. Ah, somebody else is gathering corpses too. Isn't it the best time to be alive? You can just gather corpses of your beloved ones in the video game. Aren't you so overjoyed right now? Probably still has the same description. 3 cyan corpses and 1 Noraxius corpse. The sylph's peaceful expression bellies the fact that she no longer lives. Is it saying what does bellies mean? Get in my belly! Not like that. Right? Don't think it is like that. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. This is fun. It should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that the work here is done. It's the nonchalantness of how other people look at these poor dead guys that's the worst bit. It's like, oh, just throw them over there. It's not like they can complain. I don't want to stay here too long. Come on, dude. If you're dealing with corpses, you should be better trained than that. A lot of people that like carry corpses around these days will be like, sorry for your condolences and stuff. This is a terrible thing that happened. And then this dude is all like, hurry up! Don't have all day. Could have just climbed over there, but I forgot that is a thing. Very interesting considering I ran here like at least 20 times before in this Let's Play so far. Because at one point we were doing quite a lot of questing here. Hello. Corpses. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Westborough Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Thank you, person. Don't want to be wearing a full outfit again. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wish to inter your comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen Scions far exceeded our estimates. After discussing the matter with Father Iliad, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those who perished in the calamity. Please forgive us. We do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the Lich Yard, those are the realities we must face. Magnanimous. What befell the order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Eorzea, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, mayhap it would be worth the effort. talk to a deity so that it helps you punish the people that killed all others. Don't think it will help. I'm just saying. Even my character looks not amused while sitting on a head of a flying eyeball. At least the game does try to involve you. They weren't just like random pointless beings, you know. Ooh! Hunting log. Which hunting log is that? Okay, the Immortal Flames one, which isn't that important. Sorry, could they be on my main hunting log? Well, that was a distraction and a half, seeing that simple. I'm not doing fates unless I have to. Same way I'm not doing side quests unless I have to. Kinda silly how doing a full extra Brayflox dungeon accidentally still left me with a lack of XP when I got over there. I'll rub the stone so that many may die. As you kneel before the mark of the Warden in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of wildkin and the shrill cries of hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Well, no shit. When was the last time you heard a god talk? And even more importantly, when was the last time you heard a god talk and others understood that they were talking to and it wasn't just you? And more importantly, when was the last time you did all of that and everybody not was suffering from some sort of mass hysteria caused by poison in the air? Not that that's a very often occurring occurrence, mind you. But just saying. Yeah, it's really weird to see people walk around with their chocobos. It's not something that I'm used to. Like, I'm used to seeing people ride on them, but like... walk! Not really. Not often, anyway. Could we skip off this right stuff and just go straight to revenge killing? I think that would make me feel better. I say that and then I see my kin acting all cute in our bathroom and I'm like, oh. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, magnanimous. Even Azema did not hear your prayers. I believe they... Even if Azema did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. And the cat closed the door on itself. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our souls shall endure, and the righteous shall find solace in Tol's realm. Well, that's nice, but I wish that they were alive. Although we can perform rites for most of the science, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the selves of the little solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in the accordance with Celtic traditions. It is quite considerate of them to do that, honestly. Even if they're only doing that because probably their god disallows them from burying imbeciles or something like that. Not that that sylph was an imbecile. It's just a religious way of thinking. For all I know, the only 3 people on the stream might be very religious. It's kind of nice to revisit the areas, even if it is in very sad circumstances. I do honestly find brave game areas to be quite pretty. And this one is surprised to see walking one in Little Solace. How can one assist the walking one? Here's the corpse of your friend! Eorzea? But this one does not understand. I don't expect this one to understand. Kamuxo, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what was caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solstice, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. There's more dead people. Eorzea, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. We were all slaughtered. So not only Eorzea, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well? Eorzea. Eorzea went to Thanalan at the best of this one. Walking One was with Eorzea at the end. Tell this one that Eorzea was brave. Tell this one that Eorzea did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Eorzea home, Walking One. It's just a video game, me. And these ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember the kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Eorzea's death be for naught. These ones will fight. This game has so many sad moments. And I'll probably cry at every single one of them again. Oh. I like Heavensward more than Stormblood, so I've kind of really can't wait and dreading to get into it. My guild was alive during Heavensward. The story was better. Diadem didn't suck as much as Eureka does. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interfered the remaining science in the Lich Yard. Interred. Whatever interred means. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Magnanimous. I will take a rest by doing a quest for somebody else. Hello, Marquise. I'm not imagining it, Magnanimous. I know I'm being watched. And no, not the girl. I know about her. No, this is different. Sinister. It is as if I'm under observation. A feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Okay, Mr. Marquise. I'll take a look outside. Hello, Imperial Spy. Fancy you meeting at a grave. To be fair, it is like, what the fuck are they doing here? And for that matter, where were they? Were they like behind the tomb? Under the ground? Hey, honey. Imperial spies are following you. I just thought you might know. You might need to know. You might find that useful. Hey. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unarmed? Unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? Why didn't you want... What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. Maybe I shouldn't have just recklessly killed a man in the graveyard. Maybe I should have taken him in for questioning. Maybe he wants your great clock fixing skills. Ever occurred that? Ever thought about that? I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Iliad must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend! Such a thing should happen on holy ground. You have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Plus, you were like right here when the conversation was happening. Do I even need to inform you? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Let's play the game of boy or girl.
I fondly hope that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Boy. We know that from the voice. And he doesn't have a bow tie.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
I like how they bothered to voice that guy over there like once. Because that guy's practically never in the story ever again.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you.
Here you go, man with amnesia. Go with the nice little boy.
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
Our time together was only like 5 years.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Alfino Leveilleur, at your service.
French.
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Primals!
Her appetite
I need a
for
primal
destruction
flag.
far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods
Meow.
can be felled.
Meow. Baby cat comes and sits at my husband's chair and meows despite nobody being in the chair. It's really cute.
If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
Build an airship. Got it.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship?
My airship.
My... Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
There are quite a few cutscenes in this game that are rather odd. And I'm afraid we're gonna approach one of them, I believe.
They need my airship. They need me.
Every time when we do approach one, I think I'm gonna point it out. Cause it kinda shows that not very normal. Who is this? Who holds this quest? Because according to this, it's here. Don't want to take Plagued by Indecision. Is it behind? Where is it?
Where's your cold stuff?
And in the kitchen sink. I meant kitchen fridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing first, shall I?
Food arrived. Where's the quest? Help. Love. Wanna help me figure out where the quest is?
What quest?
My main scenario quest.
Why don't you just click it in the top left?
That's what I did. Apparently I'm standing on it.
Outside, maybe? Turn right. That was a left. Oh yeah, okay. Actually, turn around. Turn it around. Yes, go that way again. Turn, yeah. Actually, no. No, sorry. Back into... Check the other side of the building.
Because I swear, you're saying that it should be there, but
Alright, isn't there like an underground of the building? Isn't there an underground?
I don't think so.
I don't think I remember there was.
Do you remember where?
Not exactly. Have you already you've not already accepted the quest, so yeah, go out. Keep going. Turn left. That's right. Keep going. So I think it was just a place where you go underneath the building. Something. Don't know. I mean, there's extra floor around there, but there's no cave. No idea. Google it.
Googling it.
They didn't have porn on there. Apparently it's supposed to be there, right there.
Okay, he's supposed to have it, so I suppose we have to do some side quests for him, I suppose.
Or, are you at the right level for it? Because I mean, it shows as being red there.
Oh, it's level 36. Should at least be on my screen.
Maybe it's not because he has a different quest and you're not high level.
Okay, let's go and level up again. Cause we love doing that. I wish that we had access to the trial roulette. Actually, let's check if we do. No. Well, that's a bummer. Because that's actually one of the best ways of getting like some very fast XP. Do a trial roulette. But I think that that's a level 50 thing. Hello? We're bringing you some wildkin repellent, I think. Chewing a steak is really hard when you're supposed to read. What business do you have here, stranger? Oh, you come from the Church of Saint Adama Landama? Ah, the Vulcan repellent. The good father told me last moon of his plan. He's a man that keeps his word, and that was kind of him to have you deliver it. Didn't he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. No, cat. My steak. Great things about being a cat owner. Eating while defending against steak thieves. Oh, I sprinkled your repellent for you. Wonder how much XP I'll get. Something about lost hope, something happy. Probably not much, but it removes it from our main quest giver, which is good. Here's your bit, cat. Now go away. Cat reactions to food are almost like, oh, I have to carry it away. So they actually leave your table, which is very handy. Thank you for doing a thing. You're very welcome. 9,000 XP. Not nearly enough, but now we can just go to Puertas and kill a bunch of stuff. At least we found where side quest is. Oh right, I didn't actually attune to Querthus. And that's a bummer. I'll run again from over there, shall I? Yes, yes, I shall. I really love big juicy steaks. My cats do too. Not a surprise though, having in mind that cats are meat eaters. Either way, we need about 90,000 XP. So this will be fun. No cat. Let's see, do you have... No, you don't have an etherite. The only etherite is over there. What I do know that you have is big gaboos. Which is part of my quest. And rather part of my hunting log. Thank God I still have about half a hunting log. Any more gaboos? Oh, that's one. I'm not gonna bother moving. Can't be arsed. To be fair, having in mind the increased XP gains, I really do not expect to be this much XP short so early on. I mean, we were XP short a few times before, but we're now falling really XP short. So to any people going, oh, I leveled, you can now level just through main scenario. Show them these videos. Dragon head. Oh, it's the sheep. And also province point. Let's remember that well. And this is Dragonhead, but this is the city. I don't think that they mean the city. Yay, sheep. There is one area that we can still enter to get free 10,000 XP as well. and I will use it. And I want to finish my hunting log first. 1 out of 4 sheep. I remember the last time I was hunting sheep, there just wasn't enough sheep. There was this bastard person that was like wanting their fleece, and he was high level. I did not like that. Not that I did anything. I just really did not like it. There's now also big cats skulking around my food. So you can kill sheep with me. Do you miss killing sheep that much? But yeah, I'm enjoying it, despite the fact that right now I'm just killing sheep. That sheep population, they're multiplying like rabbits. Me? Me? Okay, now we need to find Provenance Point. Now where the hell is it? Can't be that far away. Oh! All the way up there, I guess. Oh well, we'll attune to the Aetheryte. I feel like my thing is flying really fast. I mean, really slow. I feel like I could outrun a flying eyeball right now. I do weigh a lot, so maybe he's weighed down a little bit. Riveting commentary. Ah! I got stuck on a step. They feel so slow on land. Oh, I flew past it. Oh, that's why. It's right up there. Durr. I was like, where was it? There's cats flying overhead of me. Joy. Well, I had enough food for now. So I can at least focus on controls. It might be a good idea, though I am gonna be watching that steak really closely. Because if I don't, cats will steal it. Yay for cats. Also, I did not realize that they give flying mounts with keyboards. The only broom that I ever got was from like a Halloween event. I'm assuming Nimbus is a broom. Oh! That Nimbus! It was like some sort of like Chinese promotion-y thing and never like properly came to Europe, so that's like one thing that I never had. Makes me kinda angry. Never mind. I really wanted that cloud too. I mean, I bought a whole bunch of magazines that I normally wouldn't read just for the maid outfit, so... I only need to kill 2 of these, so that's good. Now, where is the rest of my hunting log? Okay, these ones are like right here. There's some behind me, and there's some in Outer Eorzea. All in all, this hunting log alone will get me to level 36, but I will no longer have it. So that is most definitely something to remember. Which is really unfortunate. I'll have another mint. This can't be a great eating habit. Never mind. I'll regret it tomorrow. I'll be a pig to death. We need more flying things. Ooh, my viewers increased to 5. Hello, 5th person. We're trying to level up. If you're following this on YouTube, you will never see this. Unless you're here. Because I cut all these like leveling up bits out. Because they're boring. I would be afraid about my health, except that I'm not even using my tank stance, nor half of my health restory abilities. I say half, but there's like 1. I really wish that it stopped. I really wish that it stopped missing and that I would just kill it. Thanks for dying. one more. No, my debuff missed. That's always a bummer. I like all of this sliding action that I'm doing around. I hope, game, you're gonna provide me with more main story quests. Next point. Okay, next things are over there. And Mordona is down over there, and just entering that should give us some XP. I think that we will have to go all the way to Eorzea to kill the last ones. Unless entering Mordona would be a more sizable chunk than I thought. Which I don't think that it will. But on the upside, we're a tank. So we can't do most of our hunting log in advance. A lot of classes cannot. Unlike things my level, I do need to dodge here. Please stop missing, I do need to die. One very nice thing about these is that they keep on trying to do projectile and AoE attacks that get drawn, which means that they do not auto attack while they're doing that. And I can actually avoid those, so a lot bigger issue when they auto attack all the time like this one just did. Because I can't actually take that damage. Next time when we're low on XP, I think we'll have to do the Fate log. About a challenge log, section Fates. See another one over there. It's always nice when I actually have Berserk up. Okay, need one more. These ones already respawn, so that's good. Unfortunately for us, most of our abilities aren't up. Done! Now, the only thing we need to do from this region is to visit Mordona. Maybe grab Chocobo Keep while we're at it. You know what? I'm up this person. Maybe then I will not have to go all the way to Autonomnosia and we'll be able to keep that for later. No, only bronze. No, did not count for the 5 regions thing, so that's kind of a shame. More donut! Very slow Mordona. Somewhere over there. At least the music is fitting. It does seem like we're a bit fumbling around. I can't even hear Koratha's music. All I'm hearing is it's my fat chocobo music. Long truding. Long music. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to spend quite a bit of time in here, so we'll be able to listen to that. Yay! Instant XP! I don't know why I'm so happy, because I'll still need to go to Autonomnosia. I do want to add tunas though. Okay, utterly Nausea. Iron like.
Yeah, like talking.
Now that I think about it, it will be really hard getting there. Or maybe not. Maybe this is godsend because I think these ones will count. Yeah, this one's do count. That is good. What is not good is the fact that so many things are aggroed on me. Especially things that are much higher level than me. Normally these things are level 40. They're down there with all of the other enemies, so instead of sneaking, we get to just kill. Whose chocobo is that? Oh, this person's. Okay. Yay! Might as well finish the fate before we go. Will take quite a while to do it, but when I have to do the fate slog to level up, which I bet I will not regret it. I like how the NPCs are helping. I think NPCs are doing more damage than I am. Yes, they are. That's sad. Hooray! Okay, now we can travel back. We're level 37, guys! Steady progress is good progress. Probably was a pretty odd perspective on me eating as well. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Magnanimous. You wish to find his airship, yes? You know, shame that they didn't have pictures, because recognizing him would have been so easy. I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gabu Wall of Ul'dah. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthas. Now, I think that's a joke, because upon 1.0 shutting off, a lot of people mounted their mounts and just stood in a wall watching it, and a lot of that wall was Gabu's, because there's such a big mount. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgard Float, the closest settlement to Coerthas. Mayhap the serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has a need of you and the science. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Magnanimous. I never rest. Whenever I'm not questing, I'm leveling up. And now we're quite a chunk into our next level, so that's kind of cool. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Gallon's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I note that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifout at Florentel's Spine. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own 2 eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even though you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Gallant's caliber to fly it? I heard that machinery is fiendishly complex. Hello, Mr. Two Eyes. I still need to reach you, that is. But I've heard that you saw a ship. Yes? Big ship. With own 2 eyes. You have come in search of Waterfount? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of Battle of Cartano, night on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've ever seen splits the sky overhead. Could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains into the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'll wager it's somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians of the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamund descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may design to assist you, shall you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, little doubt that they would accept aid freely when freely offered. This fate keeps on just respawning. Might as well eradicate it now. Need another one. Everything in a nice line like they should. Is it only 3 at a time? Be a lot more useful if it was more than 3 at a time. Before you're asking why am I doing this, because obviously I will fall behind on XP again, so might as well get at least a little bit into doing the fate log. Not that I'm super against side quests, it's just that okay, I might be super against side quests. Some side quests are alright. Not all though. To be fair, none of them are super bad. I think this is the last race. Oh, the last one didn't respawn. Oh, it did respawn. Okay. I was about to say, hey, the last one didn't respawn, meaning it is the last 3. I think it is the last 3 nonetheless. Thank you. Challenge log. Okay, we will need at least 2 more regions. I think this region did not count. Hello! Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell you, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy from friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Hello and have mercy, you are still here. You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds into the west for the missing man. You will know him by uniform. That of House Durandare as is mine. That's a really shitty uniform, especially your helmet. You need to borrow somebody to do your thing. Yes. Uniforms. You need to borrow somebody to do your uniforms specifically. Hello. You seem a bit down. Down on your knees, herder. Well, he is down on his knees, though. Don't think that that's a very sexual position. But I don't know, it might be. Might be. There we go. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards, spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Do. Game? I must say I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not they may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edna. Hello, Edmel. You have a funny hat. Ah, lady come in search of the airship. That is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludo Walks be thinking? It is true that we maintain a meticulous record which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Driverian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful which heretics and their sympathizers looking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlemont up above. As you wish, lady. Speak with many people. That I need. Everybody wants me to do some good deeds. Not dear. More happy dops. You know, another thing that this place likes, having as music, silence. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were records to fall in the wrong hands, it could change the course of war which was raged on for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we're the arbiters of Helone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlemont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you have a guest. Inquisitor Gulaim. You honor us with your presence, sir. This lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be one who rescued House Duradare's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Quartus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us in an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you best of luck in your search, I could also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Quartus. One moment you feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Well, we have a map that's like nicely pinpointing our location. I was not aware you aided the House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Okay, do you have any bollocks for me to do? Of course you do. Buying favors with favors. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone despite the presence of Ixol in the vicinity. If you would seek out his astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be great comfort to me. Save more people from the dangers of things. This is a great way of traveling. They really should get an elevator. Okay, where did this guy... Where is he even? That way. Thank you. Do, do, do. Lots of bad things. They're all kind of low level. Which is great. Hello. I will aid you in making you go away. What a relief to see someone other than the goddamned birdman. I thought I could finish my work while the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could ever do and hide and hope that they might leave again before I froze to. Wait, who are you? Not one of the knights. A man of House Durand cannot be seen in company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Well, I found him. He wasn't very nice. If you wish to know. It's not like directly on a dungeon. I don't think so. There are two like right over there, but this one isn't directly on a dungeon. Good. Do-do-do-do. Stairs. So many stairs. But why? Why do towers must be tall? One floor towers are the bestest. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you by saving him. You have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Draverian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you have little trouble obtaining information from other higher houses. Politics! Woohoo! At least I can land by breaking my legs. That's always nice. You've caused quite a stir in the short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Do a job for us! Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. It was only missing for 5 years, mind you. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helen Norte, further improving the chances that they will indulge your request for aid. At least this is not far, and I don't have to climb the observatory. I keep on expecting to hear that really, really horrible soundtrack, but all I hear is silence. And now there's battle music. Music changed a little bit from expansion to expansion, but I don't actually remember that well. Oh hooray! We will be able to observe the battle music change eventually. Report to this dude to politics to maybe get my ship back. I just want to get my ship back. But to be fair, it's really weird for us to be searching it 5 years after it disappeared. Like, by this point, somebody else could be flying it, and we would just have to accept that it's theirs now. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? It wasn't very stolen if it was just left there. God bless you, friend. So here, every last... but wait. The chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Franzel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Furry, take me a draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Franzel? Yet perhaps this is not too difficult to fathom. House Hallenarte is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hallenarte. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every guardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Franzel is no heretic. He is a goodly righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hallenarte for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an elder wise, and he will know you as a friend. Now go. Ooh, now that's level 44. I'm trying to power through quite a few of these before anything else. But I'm really so tired of politics. I don't like this area in general. So I'm just trying to get it over with. No, it's funny because I was really afraid that I will not like Heavensward because this is the area that leads into it. But I really liked Heavensward. It's just their areas are better designed. Where's the entrance? Yes? You look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you just happy to meet me? I see. Sir Carolaut has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Cortes since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt... This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompensate you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. Missing airship? I see. May require prolonged effort to locate your quarry. Shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harchefort, of House 4 Thames, commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Ooh. It's all the way up there. Let's see if running by... Oh, Baba, black sheep. Let's see if running by foot triggers the music. They might have just removed the track for all I know. Still soundless. I'm nearly in a town. Aha! Found it. Yeah. Now I remember. It is. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are to come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of pressing matter at which you required assistance. What might that be? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna cry when it gets to it. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Quarthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishtar did not participate in the Battle of Cartanu, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Count Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your missing ship. While you wait, mayhap might indulge me in a small favor? It is obvious to me that you know much and more of the ways of war. I ask that you share that knowledge with our knights, so that they might be better prepared when next Rebellion horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. Where is he? Did it? What is it doing?
You repeated yourself on a sentence, and occasionally it jitters now.
Well, I'm about to finish it anyway. Just want to speak with you guys. Fine morrow to you, miss. Lord Harchefort tells me you possess a great deal of experience. Certainly more than the green boys I mean to test today. If you will allow, I would like to even the odds by setting all three against you. No objection, yes? Then let us begin! What do you mean, no objection? I didn't even get to talk. No, really, they seem to be quite weak. Did I kill him? Hope I didn't. Aw, thank you, guy. Thank you for healing me. It's very nice of you. Okay. When we return, we will speak with Houchefant. But for now, we're gonna end it right here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm gonna see you all back tomorrow. Cause of my free 5 days, I am streaming, so it's like a streamathon. Hooray!